So I don't know what happened. I guess Adam had surgery or something, because I just got a message in the group chat from his wife that he's coming out of anesthesia.
Who the fuck gets surgery on a Sunday?
Might have been emergency surgery. You never know what happens, but prayers out to Adam. God, I hope he gets better. This is Mayhem's Amigos. I am TJ. That is Chronic Chris. That is Rage. This is going to be an old school style show tonight.
Oh, I can't.
Man, I love the old school style shows.
Dude, I love the fucking shirt, Rage. Fuck yeah.
It's my band of all bands, them, the Sex Pistols, and the Ramones.
So I got to bring this up. Riley and I were just...
I actually got to meet, hang out, and party the fuck on Doyle's tour bus.
So Doyle rules. Anyway. So the fact that, like, Riley, I was sitting while I was waiting for you guys, I was looking up Dumb Criminals, and Riley, I was also kind of halfway paying attention to old school Looney Tunes. I went on YouTube.
Oh shit.
Dude, and I found the Bugs Bunny versus the Coyote, a bunch of those.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I love those, right? So Riley and I get to talking, and I said, hey, Riley, who's faster, the Roadrunner or Speedy Gonzalez? Immediately he says, oh, Speedy Gonzalez. And I'm like, no, I don't think so.
I don't know. I think Speedy's quicker.
You think Speedy's got the Roadrunner beat?
Oh, yeah, in a fucking heartbeat. Plus, Speedy is a lot more intelligent.
No. Speedy ain't outrunning the Roadrunner.
Oh, no. So. I think Speedy's got him.
Not in real life.
Nah, you know, because the Roadrunner's named after a Plymouth. So I don't see the Roadrunner.
The car is named after the bird, and the cartoon character actually looks a lot like the real thing, just in a lot larger form.
Right.
Actual Roadrunner is like less than 3 foot tall.
Oh yeah, right. I mean it's a little ass bird. See, all right. So Steve says the Roadrunner all the way.
Whereas, of course, on the show, you know, he looks like he could be playing for the Bulls or something.
Right.
Steve Stanton, just the guy I wanted to.
Oh, here we go.
I got a gift this morning.
On Google, right? And
oh no.
I'm Googling how fast can the Roadrunner on a steady pace run in
35 to 40 miles an hour.
276 miles per hour.
That ain't right.
I Googled Speedy Gonzalez. Give me a second.
That ain't right.
Okay.
No, he's going with the cartoon.
The cartoon. Oh. Yeah, I'm trying to find out. Hold on. Speedy Gonzalez. I don't want to go to
the only one that couldn't be outran was Speedy's cousin, Slowpoke Rodriguez, and his 357.
Right.
Boom!
Yeah. Slowpoke looks at him and goes, hey, monsieur, hey, senor, I think you better run.
What up?
Boom!
You weren't outrunning at 357. I don't care.
3,694 miles per hour. And that is in 30-meter run in about 3 seconds.
So the Roadrunner is faster.
By a lot. So
yeah, so there you go. I win.
You know what? That's bad when you have to do that just to look at your son and go, I win.
Ain't that
He's got to learn. Oh,
that's pretty. That is pretty.
He's got to learn. You know, Dad is right. I mean, he's got to learn that one of these days.
But wait.
There's more.
You know, like when I tell him
he has a fucking twin.
Nice.
Oh.
Now, when I tell him,
and they're about 8 grams apiece.
Oh.
So, like when I tell Riley that he's got to be careful making out with those rodeo girls.
Thank you, Steve.
You know, he don't listen to me. He's like, no, I can make out with all of them I want to. He's like,
no, because some of them might be bull-faced.
You never ride a bull.
He says he's a bull rider, so he can make out with as many of them rodeo girls as he wants.
And I won.
Thank you, Steve.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, no, you need to watch out for that. That's like back in the day when I was dealing with those radio rats that were always chasing me around. It's like, come on, you gotta look out for this.
Ring rat.
Buckle bunnies are
And Steve says buckle bunnies are hot.
buck bunnies.
Rodeo rat. Rodeo girl.
So I'm hoping everything can go my way this week. And I have cash. I have a trailer. I just need a truck with a driver, and we'll be going to get the bike.
How much are you willing to pay said driver?
I'm willing to pay. I will have $500 in my pocket. I will pay for the gas from Kentucky to Iowa and back, and then whatever's left in my pocket when we get back goes to the driver.
I can't do a run like that for that little.
I mean, you're going to pocket probably $150.
Still need to get my flight.
Well, that's why I'm looking for someone around here that wants to do it.
Oh.
Your flight.
Well, yeah, I would have to fly there to drive.
Oh, you'd have to bring a truck. I need someone. I have the trailer and I have the cash. I need someone to provide the truck. And I will pay for the gas, and what's left in my pocket when we hit Kentucky and drop off the trailer goes to the driver.
Well, you got to look out for them puck bunnies too, You are going to be in northern Iowa, so you got to watch out for the puck bunnies.
No, we're going to be in eastern Iowa, and we're going to be there long enough to put a bike and 8 bins of parts on a trailer, take a nap, and hit the fucking road again.
The bike rats, they're fun. You can have fun.
Who said there's any need for a nap? It's called Monster Coffees for a reason.
Forget a nap. That's where you get a, you get a biker babe. I'm sure
get that monster unleashed.
Well, I'm sure she could suck start you ready to go again.
Speaking of Monsters Unleashed.
Oh, Lord.
My retirement is now null and void.
That I was reading that.
A wrestler and a drug dealer have one thing in common.
Yeah,
They
They
can
really
never
don't. They can't retire.
Nope.
You
read the status from the wise woman.
I did. And I was like, I knew that was coming.
She says it's a great release for me.
I looked at it, I read it, and I went, yep, I knew it.
You knew what?
I knew you weren't going to retire.
Nobody fucking retires.
I tried.
You tried.
Obviously not hard enough. If you tried harder, you would have done it.
You tried for a week. Ric Flair stays out of retirement longer than that.
Hey. Thomas Edison tried making a light bulb for 2 years before he finally figured it out.
True.
Hey, Terry Funk stays retired for like 3 days before he passed.
Yeah, before he died.
And it's funny you say that because you just made me think of my wife, her uncle, his last wish. He literally wanted one last cup of coffee before he died. And he was laying in the hospital bed. They gave him a cup of coffee. He took a sip, set it down, took another sip, set it down, and that was it.
I'll be damned.
Hell of a way to go.
So if
went the way he wanted. Cup of coffee.
I wonder if that mind over matter thing would work then. Because then if I say that I want to be orally satisfied one more time before I die, then I should live forever.
You should try peacocking. You should try peacocking.
I'm just saying.
TJ
I mean, granted,
going up.
if that's the case, then the only person that's going to live longer than me will be Steve. But if I said that I wanted that before I died, I should live for a long time.
Speaking of living for a long time, I don't know. I did not have anywhere to go with that.
Obviously.
I just tried to break the monotony.
Dude. So I don't know if yesterday was International Pirate. I know yesterday was not International Pirate Day, but for some reason I ended up meeting like 4 different people with eye patches.
Damn.
And it was kind of funny because I mentioned in the group that I was going to karaoke last night.
Oh, God.
I did not end up singing a damn thing. This girl got up there and she did an Aerosmith song. And then she did a Shinedown song. And then the entire bar was like, fuck this, you're singing tonight.
Yep, there you go.
And she, oh my God, that girl had a fucking set of pipes. I looked at her at the end of the night. I'm talking about the radio station. She was actually cool. Asked me a bunch of questions about the station. And then at the end of the night, I'm like, damn, girl, like, fucking, you need to come over and say something into my microphone. And no, I don't mean that in a sexually explicit manner. Just, I want to put you. The way she could sing, dude, I wanted to fucking put her on tape right there.
Just tried to get her music out there, huh?
To get her voice out there. She can sing anything. Like I said, she went from Aerosmith to Shinedown to some Shania Twain, and she like hit everything.
All right, so that brings up a good question. Was she attractive?
No.
Okay, that's why. Steve says I'm funny because it's been like 18 years since his last intimate incident.
Hey, if you ain't pretty, they'll put someone pretty in there for you. Just look at Milli Vanilli.
That's true.
Ouch.
That's true. I mean, he always does have the other option. He could go the way of Liberace.
No, I don't think she was that way.
TJ,
quick
prediction since tonight's heat wave.
Okay.
Trick Williams, John Spears, Ethan Page, or Levon Evans?
You know, it's been a little bit. I think it's going to go Trick.
You know, he's the one holding the NXT title right now.
When did he get it?
When he beat Mello right before Mello went main roster.
And that was about 3 months ago?
Yep.
Trick retains.
Trick retains in a very hard-fought battle.
Yeah, but Trick retains. So we watched Money in the Bank last night, which there was one part that was absolutely great that I loved, and then we got to the main event, and I'm like, fuck you.
The main event made me smile.
That's funny. You guys were watching that last night because I went into the Legion with 500 and walked out with 1,500 and didn't have to do anything illegal or sexual.
That's a first.
Yeah.
I was ready to say for once.
Me and my wife, dude, we sat down at the machines and we just started winning.
Hell yeah.
So Riley and I have been watching the pay-per-views and stuff since he's been down here. You know, just something both of us like, and we watch it. And the main event, I was like, dude, really? Okay, typical Bloodline fashion. Here we go.
Well,
the one I was cheering over was Punk coming in and whooping the fuck out of Drew McIntyre to make sure McIntyre didn't get the title.
And in the same time, he screwed over Rollins.
And he screwed over Seth at the same time. It's like, what the fuck? And what's he doing? He's sitting there grinning.
Well, the only reason he did it is because he wanted to make sure McIntyre never gets the belt.
Exactly.
But sorry, Seth, you had to suffer collateral damage.
Well, I get a kick out of it. Steve says the men's Money in the Bank ladder match was predictable. The women's was actually okay.
Miss Stratton.
The women's wasn't bad except for the winner.
Oh, you
Tiffany
mean Little Miss?
Stratton.
You mean Little Miss Tiffy time?
Yeah, oh God, she annoys the fuck out of me.
I hope to God she goes against Liv Morgan.
I don't know who that is, but my head perked up because her name sounds hot.
Oh, she's got big titties.
And Liv Morgan's all over Dominic Mysterio's nuts for some ungodly reason.
Which means
I don't know about that, but I want to hear more about what TJ said. Do go into more details.
oh, let me see if I can find a picture to help you out here.
Blonde, 5'3".
Let me just
obviously
find a
physically fit.
Let me find an image. Oh, here we go. That one might work.
Post it up, post it up.
Working on it. Okay. Present. This is courtesy of USA Network. There you go. That one's perfect for you.
Ooh, fuck yeah.
Too bad you, TJ, too bad you couldn't get the video of her doing that whole cooey on the belt.
All right, just leave that picture
shit.
up there for a minute.
God.
Chris.
That is Steve.
Oh, Steve, no playing with your joystick.
That's more like a button.
See,
No pressing the power button, Steve.
I've said it before, I really don't watch wrestling too much anymore because it's not the WWF anymore. It's not the way it was.
And that's the thing.
Same reason why I don't watch basketball anymore. Those who don't recognize what this is, it's called the VHS tape.
Right.
And it's
Yep. There
96
you go.
Bulls. There will never be another team like that. That's why I have this, and it's the only basketball I watch.
All the flipping and flopping.
Oh, Rodman, yes. Fucking love Rodman. and if there's one thing that LeBron will forever be known for, it is the no flopping rule.
Yep.
That's true.
Fucking asshole. Took that away from some of the greatest players to ever flop on a court.
Sort of like, look at football. Football's not even what it used to be.
Dude. Oh, God, Steve.
That's another. Me and my wife were talking a little bit earlier, and I told her about.
Wait, you two were actually talking?
Yeah, we had a good conversation until I done pissed her off.
Shit.
Yeah, but we were talking earlier. I told her we're going to be starting an After Dark where we talk about aliens and things that are out there and conspiracy theories and shit like that. And you just made me think another thing, because we were also talking about like government programs and unnecessary government programs. And if I was elected president, I done said I'd get rid of a lot of government programs, but also I think I would adjust NFL salaries, MLB salaries, NBA salaries.
Why don't you start with congressional salaries?
Well, yeah, those two. I mean, that's just fucking.
I feel like
there's no reason there should be so many millionaires in Congress when 80% of them are convicted fucking felons.
Right.
Fact.
But
I'm sorry, with the NFL rule, the NFL salaries being adjusted, the harder you hit the player, the more you get paid.
I got a great idea.
No, I do not think that people who refuse to play a sport, a game, you get paid millions of dollars to play, should make more than those people that are out fighting for our country who can't say no to a game because I sprained my ankle.
Fact.
I think Steve has a great question for the wrestler in the room.
I'm sorry this may pertain to Rage, but I would say lower salaries for entertainments and professional athletes and up the salaries for our teachers, educators, and military.
I'm
Oh,
down
cool. I
with
get a
that.
raise all the way across the board.
Yep.
I'm down.
There is, I believe it's Denmark, where they actually have caps on salaries, and the teacher is the highest paid position in their country. And someone said, how come they get to make more than me? And their prime minister or whatever said, what makes you think you should make more than the people that educated you, that taught you how to do what you do?
You know, and that's
Right.
kind of the thing with this country. As an educator now and somebody who can speak from this side of things, I don't divulge this very often. I don't bring up the money side of it, okay? I took a $20,000 a year pay cut to
Ugh.
do this job.
To teach people who don't even know how to speak English how to drive.
Yeah, and they're sitting there, but I know which one the clutch is. Like, I'm glad you got it there, Benjamin. Jab it to you. Go back and check out number 5, okay?
I look for the color of the signs, okay, but that green sign's going to say Albuquerque, fucking Texas, Utah.
Right.
Which way you going to go?
Don't take the wrong turn at Albuquerque.
Yeah, ask Bugs Bunny about that.
Nah, go ahead.
Sorry,
Which
I
brings
had
us
to bring
full
it.
circle.
Take that wrong turn at Albuquerque. See where the fuck you end up.
It brings us full circle back to the fucking Looney Tunes. Yeah, you might wind up looking at the Tasmanian Devil, damn it. You know, Rage does kind of look like Taz. Have you noticed that? And not the wrestler.
I wish I looked like the wrestler Taz.
Oh my God, dude.
And how come they
Just
don't
without the
have?
broken name.
That's the other problem with wrestling now. They don't have original names.
Dude, okay, you're thinking back to like the 90s, early 2000s, the Attitude Era, right?
I'm thinking even back further than that when you had the Junkyard Dog and the British Bulldog and Hulkamania and the Ultimate Warrior and Ravishing Rick Rude and Ric Flair and who was the
Ricky
flying
the Dragon Steamboat.
guy? Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
The Ultimate Warrior, Macho Man.
The Bushwhackers.
Jake the Snake Roberts.
Yeah.
Who was
Jesse
just
Body Ventura.
wait, who's
Jimmy
Chris, you said the-
Superfly Snuka.
Chris, you said the Bushwhackers, right? Oh, you mean the sheep herders. Back when they were when they were in the AWA and they were violent as shit.
I just remember them from WWF, and I remember if you could put a picture on the word redneck, these two guys would be it.
Nope.
You know, I'm telling you though,
Either
Hillbilly
that
Jim
or the
and
Dudley Boys.
Hillbilly Jim and Cousin Jed.
what, dude? No, if I'm gonna pick a Mick Foley character that is my favorite of the Mick Foley characters,
Cactus Jack.
Cactus Jack.
Yes.
Mine would, in this order, it'd go Cactus Jack, Mankind, Dude Love, and then him going by his real name.
Yeah, Mick Foley as Mick Foley.
Don't forget the commish.
Sorry.
Oh,
That
I'll
was
always
technically,
be-
that was technically a Mick Foley character.
yes, it
Yeah.
was. But
And that would rank down. Yep.
Cactus Jack. Fuck yeah.
oh God, yeah, the old Sacco days. But I'll tell you what, like,
And he took that move from a Japanese move called the mandible jaw.
and then added a dirty sock.
And added a dirty sock. Yep.
You
The
know,
mandible claw, which you take these two fingers, you shove it underneath their tongue, you press slightly against the nerve, and it slowly fades them out.
you know,
It's basically
I
a
gotta
pressure point
ask-
where you kind of take control of their body.
I gotta ask this though.
You do.
You know, do you think that mankind ever had relations with Sacco before
With
Sacco
Mrs.
went in somebody's mouth?
With Mrs. Sacco, yes.
Oh, with Mrs. Sacco. But then Mrs.
Yeah.
Sacco go in somebody's mouth with the remains of the
Yeah, I believe
Well-
that happened.
Well,
I believe it happened. I believe Sacco and Mrs. Sacco were known also as cock socks.
I was just gonna say, you never know. It could have been a dirty cockstock.
Yeah, that's what I was like, man, I feel sorry for The Rock if he ever got the dirty cocksock.
I think The Rock has gotten the dirty cock sock.
Well, because
You think that's why he's the final boss now?
Other wrestlers that
You,
said
you know, Al Snow did, right?
coming.
Yeah.
Al Snow definitely got it.
But dude, I mean, think about it. You look back at you look then and then how it evolved, and then you get into the Attitude Era, and then Stone Cold, The Rock, D-Generation X, Biker Undertaker,
NWO.
NWO. You have all of this that was there, and the thing that I absolutely have to say that I love now with Hunter in charge, you're getting some of that back. You're really starting to see the storylines develop again, and you're getting a lot of it back. It's actually enjoyable again.
Yeah, I think it'll be enjoyable when they take that little E off the end and put the F back.
I don't see that ever happening because it is now part of TKO Holdings.
And I understand, that's what it is, purely anymore entertainment. But that's why I don't watch it anymore, because it is entertainment. It's not. Back in the day, they were really fucking hurting each other.
Independent wrestling still has those beliefs. Trust me.
But what I'm saying is, Rage, correct me if I'm wrong with this, but since Hunter took over, we're getting more of the old style back. And it's turning, yeah.
And I had a chance to go to an independent wrestling thing last night, but I chose to go to a live music thing instead because, me, live music. But honestly,
Well, that's why
this band I saw, I like their band. I've listened to their album. It's a great album. They really need to work on their stage performance.
Oh, God, I hate it. If you've got a great band that plays great music, but they've got a stage presence that looks like Fuel 2065, my God.
I later found out that they haven't done very many live shows, and this was actually their first live show in front of an audience that wasn't in their buddy's basement.
Oh, really?
But I straight up say, if you're a musician, the stage is your playground. Use that stage, destroy that stage.
Here, are you friends with these guys?
Huh?
Are you friends with these guys?
Yeah.
Tell them to check out a band on YouTube called Old Man Shattered and watch their stage presence. I'm telling you what, it'll light them up. That'll give them great. I mean, these guys are flipping fucking guitars around their necks and all sorts of shit. It was great.
Not even that. Just, move around. Don't stand still.
Yeah, don't do the Toby dance.
And I understand that.
like Devo.
Like I said, don't do
you
the
guys are
Toby
using.
dance.
I understand people, bands and stuff. They were using a lot of different pedals and whatnot, but time it so you can do the hokey pokey. And then when you put your right foot out, you're hitting the pedal.
Right.
Yeah, there was a guy that we knew that all he did, this was his dance.
I mean, straight up, that's why everyone seriously thought Joe Cocker had Parkinson's, because the
Right.
way he moved around on stage. But he said, I'm in a band and I don't play an instrument. I have to do something. I have to move around. Utilize the stage. It is your playground.
That goes back into the talk of wrestling.
Same thing. That
Yeah.
ring, that is your stage. Utilize it. Destroy it. Make it your bitch.
Brock Lesnar's done that a couple times.
With the Big Show.
Shit, with a tractor.
I liked it better with the Big Show.
Now, that's
When he came
another
up and
wrestler
picked up
that I gotta
fucking
say,
tractor and flipped Roman out of the ring, that was great.
Yeah, but poor Charles Robinson when he
I've never personally met the Big Show, but my stepson actually met the Big Show.
Yeah.
And he said it was just so down to earth. He saw a nice ass bus at the laundromat in small town Illinois. And he thought,
Right.
just like me, I wonder who the fuck's on that bus. And he went into the laundromat, and there's all fucking 7'7", 500-pound dude doing his laundry. And he looked up and he's like, I know you. You wrestle. And Tyler straight up said he was just so cool. I said, dude, that's like Eric Clapton. His favorite thing on tour is finding small town laundromats.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah,
Hope he's
that
not
way
in there
you
trying to
don't.
steal panties.
No, it's because that way they don't get bothered.
Well, yeah.
They don't get bothered, and there may be one or two people that'll go up and be like, hey, you're so-and-so. And that's it. They're not going to call paparazzi and be like, hey, here he is.
But you know what I'm saying is it's like, you don't need to play waiter. I just need wrong door. I just
Hey,
need a beer.
hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Bartender, beer me.
I've got to jump off here. I'm smelling supper.
Oh. Glad one of us is getting that tonight. Look, I'm still waiting on that damn reimbursement from work. Dude, no, dude. Good God. My job currently owes me over $1,100 fucking dollars that they still haven't paid me yet. Now I got all the paperwork filled out. They're splitting it up, and I'm still waiting on it.
Tell them to choke a dick.
And it's all because of that one director of education that never gave me the paperwork to do it. I just finally get the paperwork, and I'm quick to get it signed off and sent back. And I'm not. And they're like, oh, well, I got your mileage. No, I want my food and my fucking headlight money back, too, or I'm going to go take the shit back.
Right.
They don't give you a per diem up front.
No, they don't.
See, our company, we get per diem up front when we go on the road.
But
Dude, they don't.
I think that gentlemen, or the term lack thereof,
Must be talking about you, Chris.
yeah, okay, TV.
I'll tell you my favorite thing about our company is shortly after I started working there, they sent us to West Virginia for
Right.
It was 15 days in West Virginia. 4 hotel rooms at the Best Western. And all those rooms got put on a company card, but they were in my name. And I get Best Western rewards points. You know how many Best Western rewards points I got for 4 rooms for 15 days?
Oh, God.
I've only paid once for a hotel room since, and it was a discounted room at a really, really nice 5-star Best Western.
Well, I know I've got to book up a room at the end of this week for St. Louis. and that's going to be for the 20th. So I'm going to be overnight on the 20th in St. Louis, and we will probably do a show on the 21st when I get back here. I can't give a guarantee as to what time it's going to be on.
I don't know if I'll be here that day. She said the 22nd through the 29th, we're supposed to go up to Illinois to visit. Oh, shit. Today's the 7th.
Oh, so I got to tell you about this. I stumbled across this. Jefferson County Sheriff's Office in Arkansas has declared a man the dumbest criminal of the week on its Facebook page for the brazen theft of a van and even driving the van past the sheriff's office and the detention center.
So,
perpetrator Jeremy L. Welshon, let's take it to the next level, gets the award because not only did he steal a van, he stole a 2022 GMC Savannah U-Haul cargo van. And instead of laying low, decided to go sightseeing across the city and the county.
okay.
And instead of taking any other routes, he, of course, goes right past the adult detention center, which happens to be right next door to the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office.
So, first off, he's going to steal a car that's not on the list.
Correct.
And then, second off, he's going to go downtown wearing a big fucking clown suit and let everybody know what the hell he's doing.
Pretty much.
Dumbest
The sheriff's
fucking car
office said
thief
that
alive.
Sergeant Courtney Kelly, investigator Marcia Oliver, investigator Charles Treadway, and Captain Johanse Brunson were there to apprehend Welshons as if the universe itself conspired to make it happen.
I don't think he's even worthy of the title car thief.
The Jefferson County
He's like
Sheriff's
a
Office,
joyrider.
the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office thanked the law-abiding citizens of Jefferson County for their support and vigilance and reiterated their mission to protect and serve, even with faced with criminal masterminds like Welshons. He is facing felony theft charges, having warrants from other counties, and needless to say, it goes on and on. Dude, that is dumb.
The fuck's this world coming to?
I've heard of some retards, but that takes the cake, man. I apologize for using the R word. But that is dumb.
TJ's taking it back.
Oh, I couldn't help it. I had to go back old school with that one.
That's just, oh my fucking God. Like, I mean, I've done some dumb shit.
That one takes the taco, pal.
Well, sometimes I think I've done some dumb shit.
And then
But then we look at the police blotter and realize the shit I did wasn't that fucking dumb.
Right?
And the first time I went on a military base, it took me almost an hour and a half just to go through the background check. And about 15 minutes in, the guy starts laughing. Calls over his supervisor. They're going through a clipboard. Yeah, no, he's okay. He's okay. And I'm sitting there making jokes. Glad I'm not delivering a pizza and other shit. And fucking finally, the guy's like, you made it on base by the skin of your teeth, but you made it on base. I said,
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Yeah. You should look into some of the stuff that's not on paper that I never got in trouble for.
You know, and that's the funny part is everybody's like, oh, yeah. No, dude, you need to see the shit that I wasn't caught for.
Well, because that was another thing me and my wife were talking, like earlier I said we were talking about conspiracy theories. And I told her, how come I, as a private citizen, I can go to Fort Campbell and I can look around. I can go to Fort Bragg and I can look around.
Right.
I can go to Fort Knox and I can look around certain parts, and I can't go to Area 51. I think unless they're doing weapons research that is crucial to national security, I believe our government needs to be an open book.
I will go to agreeing with that to a certain extent. And reason being is there are some things we just need to keep quiet. I mean, we really should.
That is understandable. Now, like back in the 70s, there was such a big fuss about the gold in Fort Knox that they did a one-time thing where they let certain people, along with a press crew, walk through Fort Knox and verify that the gold they said was in there was in there.
Yeah.
I think that should be done once every 10 to 15 years. And I think you should be able to go to Rachel, Nevada, cut across the desert heading west, and go as far as you fucking want without being stopped by a couple of black SUVs. And yes,
but we
that's how
don't
you
know
get-
what's in development. We don't know what's in development out there. You know what I mean?
But okay, but like every other military base, there should be parts that are accessible. And then the parts where they're doing the weapons testing and the stuff that is viable for our own national security, the secrets we don't want into the hands of our enemies, that should be the only stuff that they restrict access to.
Well, go back and read about Los Alamos. Go back and look at or watch Oppenheimer. You know, that was all lockdown restricted while they were developing the Manhattan Project. Nobody in or out.
Yes.
And I mean, that's where I'm saying, like, if we hadn't done that, I bet you the war would have turned out a lot different.
Right. But at the same time, that weapon's already been developed. I don't think you're going to find any more powerful. Steve,
Damn it, Steve.
Oh, Steve. You stole his badge?
I was just at, here's this guy that stole a U-Haul van and drove it past a police station. He is the dumbest guy I know. And then Steve, you had to one-up him.
Well, I'm gonna one up Steve. I didn't even work for the police, and I got the whole uniform. Didn't get the badge, but I got the shirt, the pants, and the belt.
And all I got was a hot redhead cop's thong. She was a little mad when I left her handcuffed in the back of her car, though.
Damn it, you weren't supposed to leave the fuzzy ones in the squad car.
I left them with her. They were hers.
No, I straight up, because I got a buddy that's actually a local cop here.
Right.
Shout out to my local cop buddy. And he carries pink handcuffs. And I told him, dude, honestly, if I was a cop, I'd get the fur. And I'd put the fur on the fucking pink handcuffs. I one up all you fuckers. What now, bitch?
There it is.
You got cuffed with some pink furry cuffs.
Here we go. Metal bottom jeans, the cuffs with the fur.
4th of July injuries. It's nice to know that most people still have all 10 fingers and toes, but one person got a set of pasties that were sparklers.
No.
And unfortunately, now she is facing surgical reconstruction of her breast as she acquired 3rd-degree burns all over much of her torso.
Oh, God. again, we come back to the stupidity of people never ceases to amaze me.
And obviously, it's an isolated injury. So, I mean, these things were probably homemade.
They had to be. Do you ever seen sparkler pasties in a store?
I've seen them on TV, and I think I've seen something with a small effect in a strip club once, but never like actually fucking burn a fucking sparkler.
Why would you do that? That would be like buying sparkler condoms. I mean, it just does not make any sense.
Get that friction burn.
I mean, what are you going to tell your buddies when you're standing there in the shower and you've got third-degree burns on your dong and you just got done working out? Man, what happened to you, dude?
Well,
I'm telling you, she was rough.
Can I say, though, I've never seen the purpose of glow-in-the-dark condoms, unless, I mean, you're really fucking weird in the bedroom. But once your dick has a condom and it goes into that dark place, who the fuck's going to be looking at it in there?
Right.
Hello.
Your unborn child?
Right?
Look, I've got my kid a toy.
Shit, he's calling. I've been actually trying to get a hold of him.
Oh, shit.
One moment.
There's an out of the world. I haven't heard anything out of Heath in a while.
I was trying to answer it. I don't know what the fuck.
Shit, I thought he was dead.
What's going on, man? It is doobie time. Actually, we're doing a live show. Fucking, you called, and I'm like, holy shit! I've been trying to get a hold of him. I thought he was dead.
I was beginning to think so.
Can I send him the link, TJ?
Send him the link.
You want to join in us? All right. Click the link.
Say, I like Heath.
Yeah, he's fucking awesome. That's my buddy.
Dude, I thought he was fucking dead.
I kind of did too. I actually fucking hit him up a couple weeks ago because I didn't hear from him, and I'm like, hey, just checking on my buddy. If I don't hear from you, if I don't see you in the fucking chat or whatever for a minute,
yeah,
I
right.
Start hitting people up.
I mean, I thought he was either dead or, banging dead farm animals or something.
I think he may have heard you. He just smiled real big.
Well, if he would click the link, he could respond.
Oh, no, I thought you heard my wife.
Oh.
She said, is that sexy beast you're talking to?
Hey. I knew she loved me.
I know it. Where am I? Am I here?
No, you're not even on camera.
I hear you.
Oh,
I don't
wait,
see you, but I hear you.
I don't know.
There, see, she's waving. Cameras raised.
Hey, I see a hand.
A hand.
What's up, sweetheart?
I'm not dressed for company.
I'm not dressed for anything.
Her face.
Well, at least I'm dressed, I guess.
Well,
Hey, when Riley goes back, I am going back to doing my show with no pants.
Nice.
Well, she's especially sexy
Come
sitting
here.
just
Come
like
here.
that, right next to the dime guitar and the Vince Neil guitar.
Oh,
there
yeah.
you go.
And she's sitting right underneath Dave Mustaine's autograph.
But like I
Yeah.
said, I was really starting to wonder. I thought Heath might have been banging farm animals or
No, I don't think so. Although
maybe trying to stretch a snake out and then see if he can put something in there and
he still
the snake
does
wouldn't
that.
chomp down.
It's okay. We love him, don't we? Hi.
No, we love Heath. Just we thought he was dead.
Yeah, click the link and jump in, buddy. We're talking about you now. We missed you.
I mean, I really thought he was dead.
Who's that?
Heath.
Oh. Yeah, he hasn't been. You ain't talked to him in a minute, have you?
I haven't talked to Heath in probably 6 months.
What? Look at this baby. Look at this big baby.
Ah.
You got a big
June
baby?
29th.
Say hi.
He messaged me, hey, let's video chat and we'll smoke together. And then I think I missed the video call.
CIR.
Well, my shit's been all fucked up lately.
All right.
Well, I got asked at work a couple days ago. What is the first thing I'm going to do when I retire? And I looked up and I said, really? When I no longer have to answer to the federal government, what is the first thing I'm going to do? I'm going to sit outside with a big old glass of Crown and Coke, and I'm going to roll up the fattest fucking dub I can, and I'm smoking the shit out of it.
All right.
I expect to not walk that night.
TJ's gonna try to get on an astronaut level when he's only in space cadet camp.
Oh, it's been a while since I've smoked it down. What the fuck? I thought
There's
you
my
were dead.
brother from another mother.
What's happening, fellas? The
Dude,
heathen
I
is here.
thought you were fucking dead. It was either I had a choice. It was either Heath is either dead or he's banging sheep.
Could be a little bit of both. Maybe a little more than the other.
Damn it! I was just gonna say I know my brother ain't no sheep fucker,
And then you got proven wrong.
but then he has to remind us about that one time.
All I can say is, nah.
There was that one time at band camp.
At one time, band camp.
The sheep was saying bad, and he thought she was saying yeah.
Right?
That's what I thought. I could have swore it down. She was 18.
God. But no, dude, I'm serious. Like, the day I retire, I'm getting fucking blazed.
Right?
I've still got to answer to the federal government.
You do? For what?
For my CDL.
Oh, yes. Sorry about that.
Hey, let's make matters even
That's
worse.
a big no-no.
Now that I'm teaching, I not only have to answer for my own dumbass, now I got to answer for the students I'm teaching at the same time.
Well,
So if they do something stupid, I get piss tested.
Right.
well, if you ever need, I know a guy.
I may have to talk
I know
to you
this
about
guy back in band camp. I knew this guy once.
it. Oh, not that way. At least I hope it wasn't that way.
I mean,
No, it weren't that way.
the pee might be flammable, but there will be no drugs in it.
Well, there you go. I mean, I'm
I
sure
don't know.
Steve would try to sell me his pee, but I know it's not anywhere close to passing the piss test.
half hour.
God, man. Yeah, it's been wild here the last few weeks. It's just been crazy.
Yeah.
I wish I had one
You
of
guys
them
see
right
that,
now. I'm doing good to have a one.
Right? The one. Just the one.
Yeah. Here.
You see that, right?
Yeah. Looks like something out of a cartoon.
Oh, those are your rolling papers.
Nice.
Yes.
All right, I've got that.
100. That's close. Close
It's
enough.
relatively new.
Yeah, Chris has got us beat there.
Yeah, no kidding. That's because he's got the luck of the Irish on him fucking machines.
And that's just one envelope.
Right.
I'll take a half one.
Hey, you can send me that envelope. Do you need my address?
No, I
Christmas
already
is early.
basically all this is spoken for, and this hopefully is guaranteeing me going to get my bike this weekend before me and my wife take off for Illinois.
Right on, man.
I mean, you could always jog over there from Dwight and go get it.
The bike has been sitting for 4 years. It don't have a battery, and so I can rent a trailer from U-Haul, 5x8 enclosed trailer. I just need to find someone with a truck that needs money that wants to drive.
Well, I know a guy, but the truck is not legal.
I need everything legal and legit. This bike is my baby, and I want their vehicle to be fully covered on insurance.
Like I said, I know a guy that's got a truck. It's not legal.
But your main concern is the safety of the driver, right?
Here, hold on.
You may have to deal with a foul smell in the truck. And that depends on whether it's gas or a full number 2 that the prairie dog comes out to play.
All right. Yeah. See that little fella's home and get a star. Yeah.
And it's an S10.
Yep. Okay.
Hey, those are really good on gas.
And it's a 4-popper S10. But yeah, like I said, I know a guy, you know, I'm sure he could do that on 2 tanks of fuel with that 4-cylinder S10.
Where'd Heath go?
Oh, shit. I just got an update from Adam's wife. All right, I just got an update from his wife. Evidently, Adam had emergency surgery today. His gallbladder was removed approximately 4 hours ago.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, the sad thing is probably found it on the black market. She needed money.
Could have been gallbladder?
Nah, that's something you don't need.
Yeah.
I actually know quite a few people that have had their gallbladder removed. So next time we do a show in Adams here, when he jumps up and runs, just know he's going to take a shit, and he has to go now.
Yeah, right.
Once that gallbladder comes out, you know, normally you get a little bit of warning when you got to take a shit. Not when that. I think that's what the gallbladder is for, to give you that warning.
So it's your shit warning device.
Pretty much, everyone I know that had their gallbladder taken out shat themselves at least once.
So you're telling me you got to wait until you feel wet and soily in your backside before you realize that you've done it?
Depends on how much weed you've had.
Which is fucked up, because I know someone else that hasn't pooped in like 5 days because they're scared to, because of their hemorrhoids.
Really?
Yes.
Ouch.
I get called an asshole because I says, you know, you could have prevented them hemorrhoids to begin with if you just get off your ass once in a while.
Dude.
Steve's saying, why don't you rent a van from the Y? Oh, U-Haul.
Yeah.
I actually looked into that. So U-Haul charges by the. I'm renting the trailer from U-Haul.
Right.
Because trailers, they rent it by the day or they rent it by the hour. With vans and trucks, they rent it. There's a lot of stipulations, and for me to rent, the cheapest one would have been a budget truck. I would have had my wife drop me off in Bettendorf, Iowa to pick up a budget little box truck.
Right.
For $600. And then I still got to cover my gas all the way from Bettendorf to Dubuque, and then back all the way to Kentucky, and then drop the budget truck off in Owensboro. So that's going to cost me about $1,000. I'm trying to do this as cheaply as possible.
Right. That's understandable. Yeah.
I'm trying to really, and one of the stipulations of this whole thing is I have to be there at my dad's to get the bike and everything put on it. I can't hire out someone to fucking go to my dad's and get it all loaded up. No.
You know, this is just me. Okay, now I'm spitballing here. This is just me. But if I want a bike that bad, I think I'd spend the extra money to get the fucker to me.
Right, just break down and do it, man.
Well, that's the problem, though. Is I mean, if it comes down to it, I can do that. But at the same time, I have other bills that I got to get paid.
Right. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. So you want to do it, but you're on a budget.
Yes.
Right on.
And basically, right now, my budget is $500.
So what's it costing you to rent the trailer?
Yeah.
$60.
Or the van, the truck.
$60.
$60 what? Per
60
hour,
bucks.
per day?
$60 for 3 days.
No.
Yeah.
Why don't you put a hitch on your Infinity?
I would love to.
Right.
I mean, there you go. Put the hitch
Send
on
it
your
up.
Infinity and then tow it back. The bike don't weigh that much.
And my wife says, well, you know a bunch of people with trucks. Why don't you just ask one of them if you can borrow their truck? I said, that's like asking a biker to borrow his Harley. No, they'll drive you, but they ain't letting you borrow their truck to cross 3 state lines.
Fuck no.
No, hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
It's
Somebody I knew as good as I know you. Yeah, hell yeah. I'll do it in a second, dude.
There you go.
The keys right over.
Borrow his
Hey,
truck.
I'd go with you. I'd go with you and make you drive.
It's okay. I know a few different people. Just my first 2 options, we'd crash at my mom and dad's house. If those 2 say no, then I'd have to ask people that I got to fork out money for a hotel room for.
Right.
So I mean, right there. That's what I'm trying to get at. Is like, dude, put the hitch on your car. And tow it with your car.
Or even if somebody you knew had a trailer, you could borrow the trailer. Tow it with your car anyway.
All right.
So yeah, there you go.
It'd be less money. Like TJ's saying, it'd be less money.
Steve says he has an idea. What's the idea, Steve? I think I'm nervous.
Said I got it. I think I think he's finally understanding and comprehending what I'm going through with this whole ordeal.
Really? I think he's got an idea. Waiting for the idea, though.
Who, me?
Guess he don't have an idea. Oh, well. That, just kind of reminds me of Short Circuit. Okay, what? Time's up.
I was kind of hoping my buddy Doug would be able to do it. I mean, Doug's one of my best friends, but unfortunately, neither of he's got a Ford F-150 that's his mom's, and then he's got he just bought a Jeep something or another. Neither of them have any kind of tow package on them. I said, how the fuck are you going to have a truck and a Jeep with no tow package?
Tow?
Yeah.
What the actual hell? And back from gallbladder surgery from hell is Adam.
Howdy, everybody.
Have you pooped yet?
No, I haven't.
All right,
But of course, I also haven't ate since like 7 p.m. yesterday, too.
So are you currently in the hospital right now? What's going on?
Yeah,
That's what the sealant says.
I'm actually waiting on paperwork to get released.
Wait, so they took out your gallbladder.
Yeah, at like 1.
And now they're going to release you without the eagle landing?
Yeah, and I immediately hop in a van and am traveling up to Wisconsin.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Well, you didn't make them. You didn't make them wait for the surgery, so they should be making you to get the discharge papers.
Well,
So now I got another question.
Okay.
Does your van have a hitch?
Yeah, I think it does have a tow package on it.
Would you be willing to meet Chris on a side trip through Dubuque, Iowa, if he could pay you money?
No, I don't
Oh.
think so. That's
Well-
quite the detour.
Well, that's fine anyways, because one of the stipulations for getting the trailer at that price is picking it up and dropping it off at the same location.
Yeah.
I'm trying to talk Chris into putting a hitch on his Infinity to go get his motorcycle.
That's just never gonna happen. My wife would fucking
Well, your lovely bride is a wonderful woman, and there's just some things that need to be understood. Especially when it comes to redneck
I keep
ingenuity.
telling her I need a truck, and she says, "Why do you need a truck?" I said, "I just do. I need my own fucking truck. Why do you need a truck? I just do." A truck, the ultimate man vehicle. I fucking grab my toolbox, I toss it in the back, you fucking hop in the front and go to work.
Exactly,
Yeah.
right? I mean, that's what do you do? So I want to get into this. So you and I talked the other day, Adam, and I had no clue this was getting ready to happen.
Well, neither did I, to be quite honest with you, until about 6:30, 7 o'clock yesterday night.
Well, that's
I mean, what happened that set this off? Why did you end up going into the hospital?
Well, I was at my nephew's birthday party, and some of the food that was ate during the day triggered my gallbladder to freak the fuck out. And I was literally doubled over in pain over at my mom's house.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so my daughter, like my baby daughter, ended up staying with my mom. My boys, which I was in the middle of visitation with,
right,
ended up going back to their mom. And then from like 7:30 on, I've been in the hospital.
Yeah, because your lovely bride got a hold of me and she goes, "Hey, Adam's not going to be on tonight. He's just coming out of anesthesia." And I'm like, what the fuck happened?
It's like, no, actually coming out of anesthesia might have made the show a lot more interesting from.
Oh, yeah, we could have had Morgan Adam,
just, Yeah, why don't we just have her click the link while you were sitting there?
Yeah, that would have been great while you were coming out of the anesthesia, especially if you were drooling on yourself a little bit.
No, but there is some blood on my pillow, like near where my ear would be, but I didn't have anything in my ear.
You didn't have any scissors near you, right?
No.
Okay.
But
no, I mean, we were sitting here talking about all sorts of stuff, you know?
Yeah. And I may not be on here long. It was really just to update everyone on what went on and how I'm doing. I am doing fine. I'm dealing with the gas that they put into your stomach to get room to get to the gallbladder, which is pleasant.
Well, I mean, as you're walking out of there, you're now going to sound like an Evan Rude.
Yeah.
Well, the ball
I'm going to be taking steps, and occasionally it's going to look like I jumped, even though I didn't. But it'll be okay.
Hey, look on the bright side now. You rip a fart with the kids around, you've got no filter anymore. It's just coming out, and it's like, oh, God.
Yeah.
Yep. I was telling TJ earlier, I know a few different people that have had their gallbladder removed, and two of them, it was just at a moment's notice. They come in, hey, I'm going to get my gallbladder taken out tomorrow. It's got to go.
Yeah, it's pretty much what it was.
That makes me want to get my gallbladder removed just so I can pull my finger joke a little better.
just so you can be part of the club, huh, TJ? Mm-hmm.
Well, no, because, like, I mean, my son will attest to it that I don't normally have gas that would harm people. or their noses.
Yeah.
But man, I'd love to be able to rip a fart. He's like, oh God, what died?
So since I've
do it
lived
for my
in Kentucky, I've had 3 different jobs. At 2 of those different jobs, I've had one person at each job that if they ever got together, those 2 together could put the campfire scene from Blazing Saddles to shame.
Nice.
2 guys alone.
All right.
And I think I know for a fact one of them has had their gallbladder removed, and I think maybe the other one might have.
So I got to show. I don't know if I've ever showed you guys this. All right. We've talked about my coach 1,000 times and where I live, right?
Yeah.
Have I ever showed you the living room area?
No, we've never gotten the gotten the cribs tour of TJ's coach.
All right, here, hang on. We're gonna turn, and of course,
Mayhem TV cribs.
My kitchenette. Riley's trying to run out of the way, and then we go into my living room, right?
Yeah.
Now I've got the standalone air conditioner in here right now because that unit is acting up.
I miss my fucking standalone air conditioner.
But I mean, check that out, man.
Dude, I bet you that thing, dude, I had one. It's got the fucking ductwork that you just put into the window.
That's what it is.
That adjusts for any kind of window.
Don't you see the duct right there?
Oh, yeah, I see it now. Dude, it's fucking freezing balls in there, ain't it?
Hey, it's actually pretty comfortable now that I've got to aim the right way, and it's letting the roof airs do their job too. But yeah, I mean, this slide is what I'm sitting in at the dinette. Okay?
Yeah.
I don't have the couch folded up right now. I mean, obviously, that's Riley's bed when he's here. But that folds out into a full-size bed.
Nice.
And I've still got room to really walk through, and it's all comfortable. Then, of course, you go in there for the bathroom and then go through there to get back to my bedroom, which you guys don't need to see.
We're not going to get the full cribs tour. We're not going to see where the magic doesn't happen.
Not today.
Don't get to see where the magic doesn't happen.
No, there ain't. Well, I mean, there's magic, but it's usually a 5-knuckle shuffle.
It's okay. We wouldn't be able to see it anyway.
Yeah, pretty much. I make no quips or qualms. I am hung like a horsefly. That's why I learned how to use my tongue.
Hey, now, I'm not the greatest at math, so I had help converting this.
Well, I just want to tell everybody, just remember, that is not 9 inches.
That's not 9 inches. But converting the math, a horse actually has a 9-inch cock standing at 1,500 pounds. So if you convert that math all the way down to little old TJ standing at $150, $160, his 2-inch dick makes him hung like a horse.
Damn. You know, compared to its size, the barnacle actually has the largest penis of any animal in the animal kingdom.
Because the barnacle itself is its own sexual reproductive organism. And I believe that's actually the coral.
No, it was the barnacle.
All right, guys. I can't stay on here too long.
All right, Adam.
I got to head out because I got to get going. I got to get rolling. So
don't bounce around too much in that car.
That's kind of up to Julie. So,
well, if I was you, I would roll something down in the van, set the back down as a full bunk or something, and lay the fuck down and just try to lay on your back and recover a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I've found that it'll hurt regardless of whether I sit up or lay down or whatever. So, yeah. Now, if I take a nap during the trip, that's different.
That's what I'm saying is if you could set yourself up like an air mattress or something back there and then get it set up like an actual bed where you could lay down in the back and just go to sleep, that would probably help you out the best. It might not help out Julie.
Yeah.
Because if you let a fart fly now and she's trying to drive, she might think that a cow died.
I'm afraid she might be tempted to just pull over and take advantage of poor little old me while I'm in my, state. So,
And you would complain why?
Hey, I never said I'd complain.
Okay, so there you go. Now you got double the reason to do it.
Yeah, so. All right, but
Here's
I'll check in with
reason.
you guys later
Steve
and let you guys know how I'm doing and stuff. So obviously I sound a little weird because I had.
Yeah, you sound a little raspy.
Yeah.
They
Go
intubate
drink
you then?
some.
Go
Did
drink
they
some
intubate
fluid.
you then?
Yeah. All right. Take it easy, guys.
All right, take it easy, Adam.
Later.
Yep.
Dude, even after that's dedication. Even after surgery, he gets in
yeah.
and checks in.
Dude, and coming out of anesthesia is fun.
Yeah. I wish he was on morphine.
They put me when I was like 17 years old. I had a hernia operation, so they put me under. And coming out of that anesthesia, that was one of the best fucking highs ever.
Dude, I'll tell you. I mean, like, all right. So the next week and a half, my grandpa, my uncle, they are up in Illinois right now. So it's just, as far as family goes, it's just me and Riley down here. And I've got so many people jumping up to help out to make sure he's taken care of while I'm at work. I mean, it's a huge help. But I'm telling you what, man. I mean, God, I love having him here. But what they did on the 3rd was bullshit. Did I tell you about that?
Nah, what happened on the 3rd?
All right, so I took Riley to work with me on the 3rd because I had nobody to keep an eye on him.
Oh, yeah, they sent you home.
Yeah, they sent me home.
We had an impromptu show.
Yeah, they sent me home because I had my son with me at work. Look, at least I drove the hour and a half and showed up at work, motherfucker.
So, you know what happened to me on the 4th?
Nipple clamps and battery cables.
Probably would have made the night a little bit more exciting. So I finish up Throwback Thursday, and I'm scrolling through Facebook while I'm doing my show, looking for events and other shit, fucking whatever. And I scroll across fireworks for Muhlenberg County, Kentucky, 9 p.m. And it's only 7:30. Right. Fucking, I'm like, yeah, let's fucking go do it. So we get 8:45, and they were at the high school, but the high school is along the bypass, which is like this 4-way highway fucking that bypasses, cuts through everything without having to go through a bunch of back roads.
Right.
So we actually just park along the bypass. A bunch of other people were doing it, and fucking like, well, I don't know if I can park here, but I'm going to park right next to this fucking cop. Fireworks started at 9. You know what time they finished?
9:15.
You were there, weren't you?
No, you're kidding.
I am not fucking kidding. At 9:16, it was like a really nice one, and then nothing. And we sat there. And we sat there. And like 25 minutes after 9, 10 minutes of nothing going off. I'm like, yep, fuck it. Going home, beating this traffic.
Dude, wow. All right. So every year Kingsland does Aqua Boom. Because we're right on the lake, right? And they spend massive amounts of money on fireworks. But you get Aqua Boom, you get Wake Point, you get Sunrise Beach, you get Horseshoe Bay, you get Lake Buchanan. That's all right within 3 miles of here. Well, here at my place, we're not really getting the best view. So Riley and I jump in the car and we drive to my grandpa's place and we climb the 13 steps and we go up on the deck. And there, overlooking the lake from the deck, we could see all of them. We were up there for what? About an hour and a half just watching fireworks.
Fuck yeah. See, and that's, I mean, all week long, even up until last night. And I'm sure they probably still got some more for tonight.
Right.
Fucking, I've been hearing them a couple of times. I've actually played. Is that a firework or is that a firearm?
I might go outside and shoot a firearm.
Oh no, and there were actually a few. I'm like, yeah, that was a gun. The way the rhythm was, the way the sound was, you can tell the difference. But fucking up until yesterday, when my check finally came, I was so fucking broke. I got invited to go to Kentucky Lake for the 4th of July. I couldn't even put fucking gas in my car to go until yesterday.
Right.
And that's how I'm fucking. And that's how they get me every single time. They always pay me the day after the fucking holiday.
I know, right? Well, that's part of where I'm sitting at right now. Is it's like, damn it, I need that money to hit my account. That's my reimbursement. Just to make sure that we've got food.
But
you know, and it's I was like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, you motherfuckers, really?
And fucking, that's why, and I'm really straight up making it a mission to get my fucking bike and get it down here, because the rally in the valley in Terre Haute is September 14th. Go.
I'll tell you what, my mission after Riley goes back is to get my coach repaired all the way ready to go, because after I've got that done and I've got this thing paid off, I've got my car paid off and my bike paid off, I'm so sick of it, dude. I'm hanging it up. I may jump back in a truck part-time, but I'm not going to do this shit again. I am so sick of it.
Go pick you up an old 86 long-nosed Peterbilt with 3 million miles on it. You'll get it dirt fucking cheap and then just do your own thing.
You know, you can't even get them dirt cheap anymore.
Hell no, not them old long noses.
Fuck no. They want like 90,000 for them now.
Those things are the fucking square bodies of semis.
Yeah, they are. I love them. But
me too.
No, I mean, I'll tell you right now, there's a K-Dub condo that's right here in town, 55,000. If I could get the money for it, fuck, I'd buy it right now. And I would. I'd go nail down a couple of contracts that would have me home every night that I'm working close to home. And I'd fucking rock that bitch.
You should see how fucking, dude, houses here in Kentucky are dirt fucking cheap.
You know, I've been in Kentucky, and no offense to anybody that wants to live there. Hey, if you want to live there, more power to you. But it just was not for me.
Well, I'll tell you what, and I told someone else when I first moved down here, I got the wrong impression of Kentucky. You know, I always thought it was fucking dirt floors and holy tin roofs. I found out that day that that's actually what Eastern Kentucky and the county I live in here in Kentucky has more millionaires per capita than anywhere else in the United States.
Hey, and you know, like I said, again, more power to you if that's what works for you.
I said, well, shit,
where I want to be.
Right place.
It's not where I want to be. I love the area I'm in.
I'll tell you what, it's not where I want to be, but it's where I'm at, and it's a good place right now.
And
where I want to be will come.
I'll bet you where I live right now is a hell of a lot closer to where Willie Nelson lives than where you live.
I bet you it probably is. But
Luck's pretty neat.
I'll tell you what, currently, geographically, I'm a lot closer physically to Willie Nelson than you are.
I'll bet you I'm a lot closer to Lukenbach than you are.
And ladies and gentlemen, he did perform at the 4th of July picnic in Camden, New Jersey, the first 4th of July picnic ever hosted outside of Willie's Ranch in Luck, Texas. And in my opinion, I love Willie Nelson. Awesome fucking man. He world record holder for the oldest performing artist to ever perform.
Yep.
But I believe that will be his last live show.
Unless it's at Luck.
Yeah, I mean, he'll still get down and pick up the guitar at Luck and at home and just do private things. But I think that'll be the last time Willie Nelson holds a stage and an audience like that.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, we all know that Willie's not getting any younger.
Nah.
I really don't. I do not look forward to this next year. I got to be honest. Because my grandpa and Willie are the same age.
91?
Yep. Grandpa turns 92 in November. And I'm like, I'm really concerned about what this is like, how it's going to unfold, what it's going to be. I really am.
All right. That's what who the fuck is that?
Probably Heath, fucking sheep again.
Hello?
Hey,
Hey.
were you still looking for a job paying cash?
Can I call you back in a little bit?
Yes, I'll text it to you.
All right. Later.
I'm at work. Okay, bye.
You didn't hear that, did you?
Something about cash.
Okay, if you didn't pick that up and you can all mute that out, that's...
Are you into nefarious activities again?
Nope, that's no one's fucking business. I pay my taxes.
And on that note, final thoughts tonight, Chris.
Man, I'll tell you what. It's been a great week. Always support live and local music. Even if it's, the band's first time on stage. Go support them. It's fucking awesome. Dude, I had a blast last night. I can't believe we're done already.
Yeah, about an hour and a half. We rocked it out tonight.
Fuck yeah. That being said, I'll tell you what, Steve, my shit smells like a skunk. Got rolled up in a Christmas tree and had a little cactus baby. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Chronic Chris, and I love you all. Be kind, be cool, take care of one another.
And there we have another Mayhem's Amigos for this week's July 7th edition. After I got done sweating what's left of my narrow ass off on an asphalt parking lot in the middle of San Antonio, Texas. Well, I mean, I was teaching, so I had to go to work. And we'll talk about that next time too. How in the hell I found the only school that works 7 fucking days a week, and I ended up working for them is beyond me. But I'm there. So in the meantime, take care of each other, look out for each other, support your live and local music.
And remember, he teaches truck driving school. So when that fucking 18-wheeler sideswipes you, and it's actually not your fault because you weren't braking checking him, make sure
Call
TJ
Thomas
knows.
J. Henry.
Make sure TJ knows. Hey, that fucking semi-truck, I stopped a good football field in front of him, and he's still just... Your fault, TJ.
Call Thomas J. Henry.
Don't
call me. I'm not going to help you out. I'm going to be stoned by then.
The fuck are you
seriously.
teaching these kids?
I'm teaching these kids that they got to get to retirement to enjoy weed.
You don't have to get to retirement to enjoy weed. Just find a job that's
or
cool
they got to
as
be
fuck.
broke.
Find a job that's cool as fuck.
Well, not everybody can smoke their pen on a forklift. Live on the air.
I don't recall doing that, and well,
of course you don't.
Actually,
TJ. That's TJ,
right. That was on a
Chronic
Saturday
Chris.
night off hours bonfire time.
I'm TJ. That's Chronic Chris. This has been this week's edition of Mayhem's Amigos. Best of luck to Adam. Hope he heals up fast. And remember, if you got a fart, aim it at one of the kids so they can enjoy it too. See you guys next week. Good night.